Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about cartoons and the problem that we're having in today's society. It's another one of them issues that just baffles me. Like, as a kid growing up in the 90s and seeing how much time and effort was put into cartoons, it like really disheartens me to see how lazy we've become, especially when it comes to Western animation. I just don't understand what happened. Like, a lot of these shows look like garbage today. Like, what's going on with these shows and stuff like that? And I know how, back in the day, a lot of the shows made to sell toys and stuff like that, and they were more successful than they are today because the toys look appealing. The character in the show looked appealing. The show actually had time and effort put into it. The show actually had story and plot. But this new stuff, no, not at all. This new stuff is literally hot garbage, just sprinkled up and shoved out. And that's what I'm worried about with these streaming services, is that they're trying to go all in into animation, and the animation looks like garbage. You have technology where you could do badass animation way better than what they could have did in the 90s, the 80s, and you give us this. I don't know. I don't It's not even simplified. It's sloppy, to be honest. I mean, have you seen the recent Disney cartoon shows? They look like hot garbage. Mickey Mouse and them look really unappealing. And yet, for Disney to keep on renewing that, really, that's what you want Mickey Mouse, your mascot, the head of Disney, to look like some slop mess put together. They look like dirty hobos on that show. Like, what happened 10 years ago? Technology done improved, but yet you got lazy. I just don't understand it. You got shows like Thundercat Roar, She-Ra, um what else? What other show? The what? Chowder. It's Uncle Grandpa. I just don't understand. It's just the show's starting to dip in quality and stuff like that. And I understand there's a budget or whatever. You got all of these shows that just look terrible compared to what was released back in the 90s, and even before that. I don't understand what's going on, and it's really unappealing to look at. Media for art, this includes shows or whatever, is a visual thing as well. People always want to try to be like, oh, it's not for you, it's for the kids or whatever. But kids like stuff that look good too. It needs to look good. And just because you force it on TV all the time or whatever doesn't mean it's good. If your only show, for instance, with Cartoon Network, if your only show is damn Teen Titans Go, of course that's what the kids will have to get used to, because that's the only thing you show. You're literally copping out. And when you do have good critical shows or whatever, you don't like the fact that you're not getting the audience that you want. You're getting the audience that can actually put more time and effort and money into it. You want to cancel the show and then replace it with nonsensical stuff to dumb down for the kids. But the kids don't even want that neither, because yeah, they might be watching it, but they don't buy the stuff. They really don't. They're not telling their moms and dads, hey, I want this toy or whatever. And hell, y'all don't even make toys for it, because you know why? Because it wouldn't sell. And then on top of that, you got to remember, the parents are the ones that have to buy this stuff. And if the parents think it's ugly, what makes you think that you're going to get people to buy stuff? Like, have you seen the crap that you guys put on today's TV for the kids? Especially when it comes to cartoons, it's like you just said, fuck it. You just said, fuck it. Like, I don't understand what's happening with cartoons today. Not when anime is kicking butt 24/7. They embrace that new technology and they're making better quality anime and stuff like that. The only time it's been a little iffy is when they do that 3D crap, or when they team up with somebody in the United States and do cheap shortcut craps. But other than that, most animes look pretty good. You know, I'm not saying all of them do, but majority of them got good quality stuff in their merchandise sales, their books sell, the show sales, you know what I'm saying? And you're wondering why we're not selling. Like back in the day, let's say for instance, Teen Titans, the regular Teen Titans, the Teen Titans show was amazing. Everybody loved the show. It had its comedic moments and stuff like that. It had toys, it had merchandise. People were buying it. And then you cancel the show, then you replace it with Teen Titans Go, and you lost the ability to sell that stuff anymore. You know why? Because first off, you thought you can get greedy. You thought you can go up on prices for that kind of stuff. You can't go up on prices for toys and merchandise. You just can't. I'm just gonna be honest. And then you tried to target the little ones, but okay, that's great and all. But again, if the show is ugly, why would I buy any of that stuff? Especially for the kids. Because the kids aren't watching it. Yeah, they might watch it a little bit or whatever, but they're not buying the stuff. I can tell you that. And no parent is buying it because it turns them off. You know, you got to put time and effort. Back in the day, hell, when the original My Little Pony, not that new one, the original My Little Pony and the Care Bears, them shows that they would say were for only for girls or whatever and stuff like that. These guys had quality animation going on, detail for the characters. The characters were literally fighting Satan, devil, and all that kind of nonsense. It wasn't just about friendship. It got dark or whatever. It was action packed too as well. And their merchandise was selling off the shelves. Boys and girls were buying it. You know why? Because you put time and effort into the show. You can't just toss out these shows and expect people to watch them. And that's exactly what they're doing. That's why I don't like all these streaming services that we're getting, because I know they're going to just give us these half-ass cartoon movies, these half-ass cartoon shows, and it looks terrible. You know? What's happening right now? How do we get so lazy? It is 2020, and the animation quality has dropped since 2012. I mean, I just don't get it. It's almost 10 years of animation quality dipped. And it baffles me, to be honest. It really baffles me to see how little there's no care put into them. The characters look ugly. They're unappealing. It's sloppy. It's rushed out. And then, not even that, how you gonna have a show be that sloppy, that rushed together, and barely 13 episodes? One season might be 8 episodes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Not when back in the day, a season when I was growing up was almost 26 episodes. Sometimes 52, depending on what kind of show you was watching. I just don't understand how you could have a show that has sloppy animation, that's really quick, really cheap or whatever, and you mean tell me you can't get out more than 13 episodes a season? I'm just confused on that. That don't make any sense to me. But you wonder why people aren't watching this stuff, why they aren't buying your stuff. I'm just gonna tell you, the Western civilization need to look over to Japan, because Japan make nothing but these quote unquote cartoon shows that you guys like to quote unquote and stuff like that, and see how they're doing it. Don't go over there and try to change nothing about what they're doing. Learn from them. That's the problem. You guys always want to try to control everything. No more controlling stuff. It's time for you to shut up and learn from the past. Learn from these past animators that even had these shows back in the 90s and 80s. And if you want to look at current stuff, look towards Japan and stuff like that. Learn from them. They have how many? They have probably over 500,000 anime shows that constantly go on with gorgeous animation, detailed characters, and you guys can't even give us 13 episodes with straight animation. I don't get it. What is people doing in these companies? What are you really doing? But the episode costs $1 million to produce. Are you sure? Because you look like you took a shortcut. People can wait for content, but people don't want quality over quantity. And a lot of these episodes that you're showing or whatever is sloppy. I'd rather you have made a season where it is at least 24 episodes tops with good quality animation, good storytelling, good character designs, more so than, oh, maybe 13 episodes, sloppy animation, sloppy story, maybe a plot, not really, but we got about 12 seasons out of it. How? 12 seasons and only 42 episodes? I don't understand. Not when there are shows going on longer than that has way more seasons than it. Okay, if this the hill they want to die on, it just confuses me that cartoons are starting to look terrible. And I miss the old classic cartoons. I miss old classic 2D animation. I miss the hand-drawn cartoons where they actually put time and effort into the characters. The characters had detail and stuff like that. But nowadays, you just kind of be like, whatever, we're going to put something together and hope the kids like it or hope people like it or whatever. But then we also want to focus on cartoons right now because we don't have enough live action content. But then the live action content you put out is the same garbage that you do with the cartoons, where you half-ass that too. So I don't know. I'm confused and baffled about what is going on in these executives' minds and in these companies, because they really need people from the outside to come in and change some stuff up. People that actually care about the stuff. And I understand there are plenty of videos, articles, people that are telling you, hey, stop this nonsense. You got to stop. And instead of stopping, you double down on it. Oh, okay, so your customer base is literally telling you they don't like something, or your customer base is like, hey, you might want to change this or whatever and stuff like that, because you're not going to get people to buy this stuff. People don't like this stuff. I don't understand what the entertainment business done thought that they're not supposed to take criticism at all, but it needs to stop. It really do need to stop, because it's getting tiring. It's literally getting tiring. And I don't know how much longer the American people can hold on to sloppy seconds, because eventually people are going to stop watching this stuff. People are going to unsubscribe to a lot of stuff. And then the only thing left, you are going to have YouTubers who are laughing at you, making money off of the fact that, hey, you guys don't want to listen to them no more. But hey, again, if this is the hill you want to die on, congratulations. Congratulations. But yeah, that was my little quick video talking about cartoons and how they got ugly over time. And I like to hear from you guys. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.